one? Is that our 1? 230? Alright.
Here we go. Look at number 27. It's y equals negative 2x squared plus 2x plus 2, and you have the 2 points, negative 1, negative 2, and negative 1/2, 1/2, and you want to find the equation of the secant line and tangent line. Now remember, secant line is really, you're going to need two things when you write an equation for a line, okay? So, let's see if the marker here working. Okay, so I want to write an equation for a line. So what I have to remember when we write equations for line is you need two things. What two things do you need? You need a slope. Okay, so you're going to need to know the slope. So slope. Okay, and the slope of the secant line is going to be different than the slope of the tangent line. And what else do you need to know? You need to know a point. Okay, and that we'll get just from plugging into the original equation, but it looks like they've already given us points that we know, so we're not going to have to worry about that too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and get clicked off there. Okay, so the first thing, if we're going to do the secant line, is you already know the 2 points on the graph, so essentially whatever this graph looks like, these 2 points right here lie on that graph. All right, so if I want to find the equation for the secant line, all I have to do is do like what I did in 9th grade, find the slope first. So I'm going to do slope of the secant. So I'm going to go y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to go, it doesn't really matter what order you subtract it, I'm actually going to go negative 2. I always just do the exact order I see it. Divided by negative 1 minus a negative 1/2. Okay, and so on top, that's going to give us, if I get if I do that in my head, that's going to give me negative 5/2, right? Okay, divided by, if I add 1/2 here, because it's adding the opposite, I'm going to get a negative 1/2. And then as I look at that, and I know the 2's cancel, because if I multiply by the reciprocal, if you want to think of it that way, it's really negative 5/2 times negative 2 over 1. And so the negatives cancel, the 2's cancel, and so we end up with a slope of what? Positive 5. So there's the slope of the secant line. Okay? And so now I just write my equation, and it's up to you which point you want to use. So I'm going to use the point without the fractions. So it's going to be, remember your point and your slope, so it's going to be y plus 2 is equal to 5 times x plus 1. And I have a feeling that my answer key that you're going to look at today has them all set equal to y. Even though in the AP exam you're going to be able to allow it to leave it in that format. So just in the spirit of making sure we get the same answer the answer key has, you'll have y plus 2 is equal to 5x plus 5. And then we'll subtract the 2, and so we'll have y equals 5x plus 3. And there's the equation for your secant line, which is just the line that goes through these 2 points, which happen to be on this graph. So this line intersects the graph in these 2 points over here. Now, if you want to find the tangent line, you got to do the same thing. You need the slope and you need a point, but the slope's not so easy because we're talking about the tangent line, we're talking about instantaneous rate of change. So I want to do it at the leftmost point, so I'm going to find, I'm going to change colors here, and I'm going to find the slope of the tangent line at that point right there. So first of all, you got to find the slope of the tangent line for the equation. So I have to take y equals negative 2x squared plus 2x plus 2, and I have to run it through my, my definition for the derivative, which is also the definition for the slope of the tangent line. Okay. So, board's really laggy, isn't it? Driving me nuts. Oh well. Here we go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that formula that I've used. Come on, board, catch up. Seriously. So I'm going to do slope of the tangent is equal to the limit as h approaches 0. Let me see if I can kill something here and get it to work faster.
Mr. Morris, I was told to talk to you about NHS